We're here with Will from Whale Watching Sydney. We've just done your 2-hour Totally Wild tour, which was fantastic. Tell me about it.
Well, the 2-hour tour is a great little whale watching experience. It's a bit adventurous. It's on the small boat, so it goes fast. We go up to 40 knots, 40 and a bit knots, and we get out there, watch the whales for a little while, and then come back in. And it's very, very popular this year with It's Only News. So it's proved very popular for its first year of operations.
Is it easy to spot the whales out there? Are they predictable or...?
Yes and no. It can be very, very easy to spot the whales if they're active and jumping and breaching and doing all sorts of stuff. But sometimes they're quiet, just like people. You know, sometimes they're very active and sometimes they're just quiet. And they're wild animals, so it changes every day. It's never quite the same thing.
How close are you allowed to get to them?
100 metres is as close as we're allowed to approach the whales. At different times of year, the whales behave differently. At this time of year, in the second half, the southern migration, they tend to be a lot more curious and have a bit more time on their hands, if you like. So they'll come up to the boat on their own a lot more, and so we can get them up, touching the boat and things like that. But generally, as far as we can go, 100 metres is as close as we can approach.
Fantastic. Now tell me about the tour. You leave from Cockle Bay Wharf. Is that every day, and what time do you leave?
Yeah, we leave from Cockle Bay Wharf 7 days a week, and there's 3 trips a day, a 10:30, a 12:45 and a 3 o'clock trip. And it goes out, does a 2-hour tour and gets back in, which is perfect for those, if you don't have a lot of time and you're trying to fit everything in, gets all that all sorted out for you.
And what about people who have got the whole day to spend? You've got another tour for them as well?
Yeah, we have the 4-hour trip on our larger boat, Ocean Dreaming, and that goes out also from Darling Harbour and from Circular Quay. And that tour is a lot longer, so you get to spend more time with the whales. It's on a bigger boat, which means that you can sort of be comfortable even though you're out there longer. And it's great for people who are a little bit older, or for young kids, or for those people who sort of want to spend a lot more time with the whales. That's the trip to go on for there. But if you've only got a short amount of time and you want to have a bit of fun on the way there and back, Totally Wild is fantastic for that. If you got sort of little young ones, or if you're a little bit frail, then the best one to go on is the 4-hour tour, because you are going out into the ocean, so you need to sort of pick the one that's going to be right for you.
Now, what time of year is best for whale watching?
Well, in Sydney we go all the way through from around about the middle of May to the end of November into December. And there's sort of 2 peaks. The peak is in June and July, and then the other peak sort of middle of September to the middle of November. So there's 2 peaks, because once we get the whales going north, and then we get them coming back again. And but then again, any time in between, we have some really fantastic stuff going on. So pretty much that whole period is relatively safe, but for the peak of the periods, those 2 times in sort of winter and spring.
And you're pretty much guaranteed to see whales in that time?
Yeah, that's right. Well, we only take people out if we're pretty sure we can find the whales on a day. It does happen we miss now and again, but we have our whale guarantee, so you can come back on the next trip and see them that time.
And do kids enjoy this? Do they enjoy getting up close to the whales?
Yeah, look, the kids go mad. They love it. They really get into it. It's one of the highlights. We've had a couple of kids who come back on their birthday every year. That's the birthday present they want every year. So they come back year after year. They've been out 3 or 4 years in a row now, and they're just so excited to sort of see them. And it's one of those things, you see them on TV, and to actually experience them up close, it's a really good experience for the kids to have.
And for adults too. I loved it. Thanks for taking us out, Will.